morning. We have a few Maasai giraffes hanging about out here. We're going to be able to tell that they're Maasai giraffes just by looking at the irregular pattern that's on their bodies. You have two young ones, they're going to be the farthest ones out here on your right. They're going to be about 6 feet tall on their board. They're going to stand up on all fours in the first 30 minutes of their life. Now because there's quite a few giraffes down through here, we can officially say that we have found ourselves a tower. As they make their way through the area, they look at the nickname the Journey, so sometimes you can hear either word being used. We're going to get closer to them here a little bit, but there's a pack of African wild dogs. They're just on the other side of some of these hedges here on your left. There's one in the very back left-hand corner. There's a couple hanging out on the back side of the cave as well. They're also known as the painted dog. Now these are the most successful hunters in all of Africa. They are typically led by the alpha male and the alpha female. But no two dogs have the same coat pattern. They're all unique and different in their own way. It's kind of like their own individual fingerprint. Though fewer than 5,000 of them left in the world, these are sadly the most endangered predator in all of Africa.
What is it called?
A few more giraffes coming up ahead of us here, but also hanging out in this corner on our left-hand side are a few sable antelope. They are the official emblem out here in the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, so they are pretty special to all of us that reside here. But as they grow in age, their horns are going to start to curve back over their shoulders. Just keeps those predators from jumping on their backs when they're not looking. Now there is another young giraffe over here on your left-hand side. It's hanging out with this older male. Going to be doing a technique known as necking every now and then. It's going to be that older male is going to teach that younger male how to compete for females later on in life. There's going to might be doing a little bit of it. They were doing it when we were first coming down the hill. Don't know if they're going to continue to do it or not. They have those ossicones up on top of their head. It's going to just show him where to hit. He's doing it very, very slightly right now, but not enough to actually do any damage. Just giving the little guy a general idea what to do when they grow up. It can be a very deadly situation the older they get out there. Now all these giraffes do only have 7 vertebrae in their neck, which is only the same number that we have in ours. Theirs are just larger. They're also going to have that 18-inch long tongue. That's just going to help them to reach the leaves and branch again. They'll do what is known as pronking. Their speed is about 60 miles an hour. Jump that 6 feet in the air, but as they jump, they hunch their backs into an arc. So you know they're really excited. Once one starts, they normally all start going. Doesn't happen all too often. So when it does, it's actually pretty amazing to experience it. I did see one more species out here. Hanging back in the back right-hand corner. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of them from this side or not. See Patterson's eland. You can see mama's up on top of the hill out there. There's a little baby is crossing around the road over here on your right. These are the tallest antelope in the world, standing 6 feet up the shoulder. So you have mama and baby. We haven't seen a male around here recently. He's pretty easily identifiable. It's about 2,000 pounds of pure muscle. Not a small animal by any means. Now look, you go down to that bottom right-hand corner. He's just sneaking away. There's a male mandrill hanging back in there. He just snuck back into the high bush. A little larger than monkeys. Found in a group known as a troop. We're going to see an adult female in the back right-hand corner. See if we can get another look at them. If not, no worries. We do have this little elephant here on your right-hand side to look at. It's definitely a juvenile. It's a little bit small, so about 8 to 15. But it's probably a male since we're only seeing one. Males are solitary. Only females and young typically hang out in herds. They're never really too far apart from each other, especially when a male is this small. So we should be able to find some more. A little one right here on our left-hand side. I can see a couple more a little bit farther back. So we've definitely been able to find a herd. So it's usually some adult females, maybe that younger one or two. She's flapping her ears right now. That is a cooling technique that elephants are going to use. It's kind of like their own personal air conditioning unit. Not sure what this elephant was playing in. It's a white elephant. That's weird. So we did bring down the size that we were looking for. We got a couple of adults hanging about out there here. That's what we like to see. So there's quite a few more juveniles, but there's also a little baby back by that far baobab tree out here on your left-hand side. Now, elephants do have a gestation period of about 22 months. When babies are first born, they're about 300 pounds. Although an adult male is closer to 12,000 pounds. They have quite a bit of growing up to do. But every now and then juveniles are going to hang out that little one. They act like a babysitter. That way they are ready to take care of their own young when the time does come. But these elephants are going to live in a matriarchal society. That typically means that there is one adult female that's in charge of all the decision making. Whether that be about food, water. She knows all the best places to go and the best ways to get there. She's not always the oldest. Doesn't hurt. Typically they do have the most experience when it comes to that sort of thing. Found ourselves a little flamboyance up ahead of us here. But in this case, a flamboyance is going to be a group of flamingos. And these are the greater flamingo. They are completely gray when they're first born. Not going to get that pink coloration until much later in life. Do that strict diet of beta shrimp, which is full of carotene. Big, they're about 5,000 pounds. Because of the black rhino that we were able to find earlier, it was only about 3,000. But all rhinos do have horrible vision. You can really only see about 3 to 4 feet in front of them. So they have that excellent hearing and smell to make up for it. Now it is because of that lack of vision, these are the fastest land animals in the world. Reaching speeds about 65 to 70 miles an hour if they really push themselves. They're more of a daytime predator though, as they really only stay away from those larger cousins. They're more of a nocturnal animal. These guys only weigh about 100 pounds, so they're a little bit harder. There she comes right up on top of the rocks here. So she's there. The second one is farther in the back. She's made her way a little bit farther here. But my best friends are up ahead of us here looking to cause some trouble. You done? Okay. You never know with him. Oh, very, very rare to find a lion roaring. It really only happens first thing in the morning or right when the sun's going down. It can be heard about 5 miles away if they go full volume. That was definitely not that, but you can see he's done his job. He's gone to sleep now. He's done. He's out.
Wow.
Now, lions do sleep on average 18 to 20 hours a day, so that is pretty normal behavior up there. They're more of an nocturnal animal after all. Much more active once the sun goes down. Like I said, he's down for the count. He's out. Did his job. He's taking care of it. Now, when they are awake during the day, they are going to see exactly like we do. But once the sun has set, they will have a nighttime vision 6 times greater than our own. They also have a special padding on the bottom of their paws that does let them get nice and close to the prey. Now, the females here, they're going to be more the hunters. The male will be more the protector. He's going to stay behind for the rest of the prey. The girls hunt out and get some much needed food. So she's doing a little scent marking around the area. And you probably got the last visual of the male awake. Good timing, friends. They are brown from rolling around in some dirt. Try to cool down a little bit here. She's got a little bit of a brown tint on her. She's getting there. If you look at these two, you can see they don't have the same stripe pattern. I mean, in case one of those predators comes around, they can come together, and hopefully that confuses that. And our ostrich friends did actually give us a present underneath that big mossy tree. Those ostrich eggs there, they're about 3 pounds a piece. Very, very sturdy. Anything weighing about 300 pounds. Similar